I tried to replace Google Photos, Dropbox and client delivery with this, and I nearly broke my workflow. Not because this is bad hardware, but because I believed something that a lot of photographers believe. If you are thinking about setting up a home server or NAS, watch this before you do anything. Hi there, my name is Johannes and I am a photographer and content creator based here in Denmark, Copenhagen. I am not a sys-admin, but I am also not scared of tech. I build my own computers and I automate things in Excel, and I am comfortable troubleshooting if I need to. So I went into this thinking, how hard can this really be? Turns out, harder than people usually admit. So this is not a setup guide, and this is not the best Casa OS app video you can use for your NAS. This is me showing you what actually happens when a photographer tries to use a small home server as part of a real workflow, and whether that trade-off is worth it. First off, the hardware itself. This is the ZimaBlade. As a piece of hardware, it's been solid. Always on, stable, quiet, and really no crashes. Importantly, the hardware was never the problem. Everything I struggled with was software and workflow decisions. So just to level set, this is not a finished NAS with drives inside. What you're actually buying is a small always-on computer that becomes a server once you add storage and software. No screen, no keyboard. You don't work on it, you access it. The physical setup is simple. Power, network cable, and whatever drive you want to use for storage. From there, everything else is software, and that's where the real complexity begins. So I went into this thinking a home server could replace a bunch of services at once. Google Photos, Dropbox, client proofing, sync between devices. And that idea is incredibly tempting. And it's also why most people get disappointed with self-hosting. Because no single self-hosted setup does all of that well. At least not to my understanding. I tested multiple tools on top of the ZimaBlade. Things like photo galleries, sync tools and cloud-style platforms. And here's the honest takeaway. Everything solves part of the problem, but nothing solves the whole thing. Mobile backup works, but not like Google Photos. Galleries can look pretty good, but fall apart for client proofing. Sync is really powerful, but also dangerous if you don't fully understand it. I used ChatGPT constantly to get through permissions, edge cases, and why is this not working moments. And there were generally times where I thought, why am I doing this instead of just paying for the cloud? And to be honest, I kind of wished that Skynet would happen so I could meet up with ChatGPT and kill it myself, because it was driving me insane trying to troubleshoot some of the issues that I was experiencing with the ZimaBlade Casa OS operating system. So things only started working when I realized that this was not really going to happen, and I changed my mindset. A small server is not a place you work from. It is an endpoint. You don't try to make it behave like your working SSD. You decide when files move there. When I stopped chasing an all-in-one creative cloud, everything got a little bit simpler. And this leads me to the setup that finally made sense for me, because I still work locally on fast storage. And when a project is finished, it goes to the server. This way the server becomes an archive, but I can still use this from anywhere in the world. So it is also a private cloud for my files. And it can be a simple way to deliver finished works to clients if you don't need any sort of proofing. So like a WeTransfer kind of setup. For that, the ZimaBlade works really well. Not exciting, but pretty reliable. So this is not a Google Photos replacement. It is not a proofing platform like Pixieset or PicTime. And it is definitely not just plug and play. I believe there are cleaner, more advanced setups than mine, but that doesn't remove the learning curve that I had. So if you hate tinkering even a little, this will frustrate you quite a lot. So if you want convenience about everything else, just stay in the cloud and use the services that are already out there, but that you have to pay for on a monthly basis. There's a good reason for these services to exist in this way. But if you care about owning your own data, having an always-on archive and not being locked into subscriptions forever, then a setup like this can make sense if you do accept the trade-off. So to sum up, ZimaBlade isn't a magic creative box, it's a stable platform. The value isn't convenience, it's control. For me, it only became worth it once I stopped trying to make it something it isn't. And if that mindset fits you, you'll probably like it. If not, you'll hate it, and that's okay. So I'll link the ZimaBlade below if you want to check it out, but more importantly, think about how you actually want to work before you buy anything like this. If you're looking for a gallery with a proofing kind of setup, then I highly recommend PicTime, that I also made a review on this channel. But actually, if you also need a web page, you could look into Pixum. That is the web host I use, and they also have client delivery with proofing, which is really nice. But anyway guys, this is all for now. I will see you around. Take care.
I'm the biggest in the game, I'm the one they talk about. Everybody know my name, my resume is loud.